Hi, my name is Dipayan. I'm a fourth year undergrad at IIT Bombay. The topic that I chose was forecasting sales based on which we can replenish our warehouse. So, the most important thing towards this is probably data. But since data from quick commerce companies are proprietary, I couldn't get hold of it. And the datasets that were available online on Kaggle and everywhere else were pretty small and not very great for making forecasts or predictions. So basically, I created my own dataset, my own synthetic dataset of around 400,000 rows. You can see here. I did this by leveraging, um, um, you know, by leveraging how a general population behaves. For example, it behaves according to season changes, it behaves according to region, it behaves according to day of the week, it behaves according to if it's a holiday or not. All of it has been taken into consideration, as well as a lot of random noise has been added. This was done using this data generator.py file. Next, it's important how do we use this data to kind of forecast uh, what happens in the future. So for this, I decided to use a regression model, right? The regression model that is specifically used is a gradient boosting model called XGB regressor. It's pretty much used everywhere in the industry, hence I decided to use this. So this is the model trainer which kind of trains my model based on this, and I get this xgb underscore demand underscore model dot json file and this feature file as the output. So this is basically my model. Now my future goal is to deploy this either on the Baltic serverless framework or on AWS EC2. I was already seeing how to deploy this on on the Baltic serverless. However, since the model requires around, I was running the model locally and it requires around 2.5 to 3 gigabytes of RAM. Hence, I'm not sure if I'll be able to deploy it on the Baltic serverless, but I'll still try to. Now, I've also created a pretty intensive workflow which starts from, if you can see here, which kind of accepts all the orders and it kind of puts them in the database. I'm using Baltic tables specifically. You can see here uh, Baltic tables to save all of my data. So all of this data is then used for training purposes. Then I am using the gateway feature as well, forecasting data, which kind of exposes the APIs for data handling to my Amazon EC2 instance or my Baltic serverless instance. So I'm pretty much done with almost 50 to 60% of the work. My next goal is to integrate all of this together, and after that, I'll also be using an AI agent which is here to kind of directly communicate with my AI model in natural language, and I'll be also using natural language generation to generate, I'll try to at least to generate the reasoning as to why my model is behaving that way. So all of the code is basically ready. All of the heavy things have been done. I was doing a bit of research and literature review on this as well. My end goal is to bring all of this close together, and I'm pretty hopeful that I'll be able to present a pretty much finished product by the end of this hackathon. Thanks.